All right, good morning, all. Happy Friday. All right, price is in balance of last session. We just traded above the POC of last session, which was 225.45, 224.45. And we are trading right into a possible liquidity rejection area. Durable goods report was negative, and it's trending negative as well, trending down. So we may be seeing some aggressive buying coming into passive selling. There is some absorption triggering that is happening also. Okay, so I do have 225 puts and 224 puts with 224 in my active trader. Prices are slightly expensive, $101. But again, we all know that's going to change at cash, those prices. Price is now going up to deviation two, a deviation one sell, which is good for us. So that's telling me aggressive buying is coming up against passive selling. Well, whenever there's a liquidity rejection, we know that institutions place their icebergs there, their algos. Just want to see that actually happen on the order side. What we got? A minute and 36 seconds of this candle, which is a minute left to cash. Currently, deviation high is right around the 224.40 area. And it just rejected that. And prices are starting to head down. $57 seconds, 56. All right, so yeah, 224s look good. Prices are heading down faster than I wanted to before cash. So give it a little beat here. Now is at POC of last session. There are some absorption, but I think we're gonna wait a beat. Hopefully the thing doesn't just fall out of the sky open. And it's starting to fade. All right, market is opening now. Buyer absorption just triggered $56 per contract. All right, I'm gonna enter here, 224 puts, $55. Oh, look at that drop. That's it coming off that liquidity area. It fell right at cash open. 55 was my entry. Looked like I'm about to get the first half at 65 as soon as it updates. All right, got the first half at 65. See if we can get the 75. Right off the liquidity rejection area, buyers were actually getting out of the way as well. So they were being absorbed. Sitting there talking. Let me move my stop to 70. I'm sorry, 57. All righty. 75 will be all of it. Good way to end the week, just below value low. Oh my God, we caught a whale. We caught a whale this morning. And that should be 75 right there. Update TOS. We caught a well. That's it, and I am done. We caught a well this morning. Look at that drop. Wow. Look at that. That's insane. We caught a well this morning, y'all. We caught a well this morning. Right off that liquidity rejection that I mentioned in pre-market notes. Let's see how far this thing go. It just dropped the value low of last session, getting close to the close of last session, which is 223.58. It looks like it's trying to test that close. If you're holding, I would lock in some more profit, at least around the 223.95 area, because that's where value low is of last session. All right, and I'm starting to see an indication of sellers getting absorbed, so I would think about taking everything if you are holding. Awesome, awesome way to end the week. He caught a well. That was one hell of a well. Um, and I'm recording today too, which is awesome. I mean, the first 5 minutes we fell out of the sky and still dropping. There is a buyer sitting at 220. Oh, they blew past that. 223.45, I was going to say, to 223.43, but it's starting to look like that buyer's and it's a buyer deviation too. So I would think about taking everything. 105 is the current price. Wow, that was a hell of a well. Right off that liquidity rejection. Started a little early, started 5 minutes before cash open, but that continuation was amazing. Right off that liquidity rejection, 224.87 to 224.40. Almost didn't protect everything. Good, good stuff. All right. Is it still going? No. Is it? Yep, it's still, yeah, it's still going. All right, let me move over to you all. We caught a well this morning. You missed the move. Yeah, that was quick. That happened. It started right before cash. 925 is because of the uh liquidity rejection, and I will be posting this video later. I have to run actually shortly because I promised my son I'll take him car shopping this morning. So I'm in it soon. But um in this video, you will see I'm pointing to liquidity. So there was liquidity right at 224.80, 88 roughly down to 224.40 that was rejected on the 18th. And then it was accepted on the 23rd. And then last session, 24th, yesterday, was rejected again. So rejecting liquidity. We all know that the market is always in constant search of liquidity. It's a passive market. The industry itself is passive. So you're just waiting for uh, those limit orders to turn market. SEC rules and regulations prevent the bigger players from placing market orders unless there's uh, huge news events. That's the only stipulation with that. So it's a passive market, passive industry anyway. So we know that liquidity rejection is where the algos, excuse me, and the icebergs lay. That's where the bigger players place their orders. All right. Yeah, man. I'm sorry you missed that move. It was quick. It started right before cash, 925, that rejection, and then right off deviation one to the downside. And I used your volume profile today. We were talking about it yesterday. I decided to add to it just to test it. And you're right. It is it's right on. So I'm gonna keep working with it, do some back testing. But that was awesome. Thank you for that yesterday. I decided to go ahead and see what that's about, Texas Jetty. So I appreciate that. And I did a little bit of back testing last night and again this morning before joining you guys. And it's been spot on the setups. All right. Mike, 67 to 75 to 87 fire. There's a buyer absorption indicator that just popped up too. So we'll see. I'm not looking at the books at the moment, but there's two of them now. So that could be pretty strong. Looks like that's happening. Buyers are getting absorbed again. Let's see if I can make this a little easy to read. That right there. Who knows? The selling may continue. Let's see. 65 to 75 to 85. Fire. Delta 88, 73, 85 to 94. Fire. Oh, you caught a good one. We caught a well this morning. An absolute well. Right off that rejection or deviation. Let's see. I like it. Yeah. Mention that you get on the book. Yeah, it does. It tells you where the bigger players are. Because again, the only ones that can make that type of volume is the bigger ones. So I like it, man. I used it volume profile in the past, but I felt that market profile helped me more, so I kind of got away from it. But I see why you like it for sure, especially when we're looking for reversals of liquidity rejections. So basically, there's so many different terms to use, but my whole way of playing is rejections. Reversals, is another term. Liquidity rejections instead of liquidity runs. All of that stuff is basically I look for reversals. It just to simplify it. Yeah, but like I said, I did some back testing last night and it was spot on for every setup. For every way I look at the market, back testing with book map included. And it was spot on volume zone, which is, I mean, volume is participation, so I wouldn't expect anything else. But yeah, add some confluences, yeah, for sure. Yep, yep, yeah. I had my order ready to move too fast when you announced entry. Interactive brokers was already at 71. Shit. Yeah, that probably would scare me out of the market too. I mean, 55 to 71 is a hell of a gap. I don't know, Rick, if you market charts or you're following along with your own charts, but I would encourage you, man, or woman, I'm sorry, I don't know which one, but I would encourage you to, try to see if you can find opportunities yourself, along with, being on the Discord. That helps a lot. I think few people on here are entering into their own pace. They're, taking a beat from when I say I enter to entering at their own and finding, better entries sometimes. So, yeah, definitely don't chase. I've been burnt so many times chasing when the move has already happened. I got burned way too many times. I know that stove is hot trying to chase. But that was a fire move. First 5 minutes was just a dump. Like I said, it started at 925, right off that liquidity drop, deviation to sell, sniper entry. Volume profile along with that VWAP anchor. That was fire. And I was dropping the close of yesterday. Again, buyer absorption trigger is hitting. Dropped the close of last session, 223.80, 223.58. Let me look at the book, see what the book is showing. Yep, the book is showing absorption on buyers. Buyers actually are getting stopped out. So when buyers get stopped out, they have to sell it. So that's going to push the price further. So yeah, buyers got stopped out pretty heavily the first five. Then there was absorption of buyers when they tried to pull the market higher. And then more buyers are stopping out even bigger than before. So buyers are getting nervous. and dropping. Still ain't made a new low yet. Current low is 223.35. It tested it, but haven't made a new low yet. It looks like it's trying to. 223.35 is the current low. 223.37 at the moment. Now 223.30. Oh, they just dropped it, so they just made a new low. Uh, and then another trigger of buyers getting absorbed. Let's see. Mr. Well waited for the drawdown. It didn't come. Live to trade another day for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to because the market is so it's like water, it's forever moving, right? Especially it's hot. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not in a industry where it's forever flowing. Every day is different. You can find some kind of consistency, some kind of structure in it, but I wouldn't rely on looking for a drawdown every single play, especially when there's an area of liquidity that's being rejected. Every day is different. Every move is different. Every way they react to liquidity or, whatever is different. What's the saying? Yesterday's prices is not today's prices, and they're still dropping it. 223, current low 223.16. Yeah, you're very welcome though. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, I'm 100% with you. No profit is better than no loss. Every day is an opportunity. Every single day is an opportunity. It's just different opportunities, right? You can't rely on yesterday to be the same as today and vice versa. Tomorrow, I mean, Monday is not gonna be the same as today. But yep, I'm with you 100%. And I appreciate that, like my confirmation. Yeah, I gotta give Texas Yeti love for that one. I like the volume profile. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna continue to dive into it, but I like it so far for sure. You like the VWAP and learn to love the volume profile, added them in with TPO. I think it's gonna be my way. Yep, I like it. Definitely use those. I love VWAP anchor. I don't use it solely to make decisions, but it helps. Um, of course, it all has to be a confluence together. You can never step in the same river twice. Yeah, I heard that saying as well. Awesome. I gotta fire you on that one. And both of them. 31 to 41 to 51. How in the hell you get 31? Fire. Which what contract did you get that was 31? There was no drawback. Fire either way. I mean, 31. What did you play 225 maybe? No, you couldn't play two. That would have been too much. 223s maybe? Probably 223 puts. That makes sense to get that 31. Regardless, still fired on. It don't matter what you play, as long as you made money. What contract you put. 220. Yeah, okay. That's fire too. That's a hell of a price to get into it. You must have saw that absorption. Like I'm keep getting triggered. Buyers getting absorbed twice, and they're still dropping it. The book is continuing to trigger that absorption. Let me look at it. Let's see what it's showing. Oh yeah. They're stopping out their orders even bigger than before. So the first one was 40, second one was 85, and then this third one is 93. So they're getting bigger and bigger stopping out. So those buyers are getting more and more nervous and exiting their plays. So now it's just desperation at this point. It's still dropped. Now we're in 222s. Damn. 224s are now going for $130 from 55. Insane. All right, I gotta run. I see my son moving around. I gotta take him car shopping. So hopefully we'll walk away with something. All right, guys, y'all have a great rest of your day, great weekend, and I'll see you all Monday morning. Sure, for as long as you're using your own money, I'll definitely take you. Yeah, yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, you do the same. Absolutely. See, I know you, partner. So I know you over there laughing. Where we going? I'll text you and let you know. All right, everybody, have a great one. Peace.